Good afternoon. We're at the 12 o'clock update. Well, almost noon. It's 11:57 as of this recording. And we are starting to see the observations featuring the freezing line starting to drop back towards the coast. We're back down towards freezing around Wrightstown. We're at 32 degrees. Last hour was at 34. Right around Mount Holly, we're at 32 degrees. Atlantic City, you're back down to 34. Wildwood, you have fallen out of the 40s back into the upper 30s. Meanwhile, it is in the 20s with snow throughout much of eastern Pennsylvania. We're getting still freezing rain around Pottstown, but then you go a little bit further to the west and you have light snow being reported in Coatesville and Chester City. And around Lancaster, you're getting light snow as well. Now, I zoomed out the radar because we're having some radar issues out here towards central Pennsylvania. And you could see that snow shield starting to fill back in. And what basically we're seeing here is this feature right here at 850 millibars, where that trough I was talking about last hour is starting to approach the coast now. Our warm air transport is coming to an end and getting pushed towards New England. And we're about to see the freezing line at 850 millibars crash towards the coast as this trough moves towards the coast. And so while that's happening, let's pull up the front of Genesis to kind of get an idea here. This strong front of Genesis is going to swing right through the region, and that is what's going to enhance the back edge. See that moderate to at times heavy precipitation here, and the precipitation growing here. Well, that is essentially connected to this front of Genesis right here that's going to be diving down towards the coast. So we continue to see that process evolving here. See it very nicely here on the infrared satellite picture. On the latest model guidance, we all start this at noon. You can see the depiction here is pretty close to reality here. We have some rain on the coast here on New Jersey coast. Freezing rain continuing around Freehold, New Jersey. We're still at 32 degrees. Same thing around New York City, up towards the northern half of Long Island. Sleet a little bit further north. Snowfall as well. As we move forward for the rest of the afternoon, that whole precipitation shield fills in around the I-95 corridor with the colder air filtering towards the coast and then gradually changing everything over to snow before ending as we move on through the afternoon. Again, end times look to be around 2 to 3 o'clock around Philadelphia, in New York City between 3 and 4, and for Long Island and Connecticut between 5 and 6 p.m. will be coming to an end. That's your update for this hour. I'll be back for another hour as our storm continues to wind up and head out towards the Atlantic.